Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Fronti.
That's why we have Mr. David-Rickett with Reape-Rickett Law Firm, one of our favorite guests because they always give great value and great information because they are the best. I feel they're the number one family law firm in all of Santa Cruz, now expanded in other areas, San Fernando and or something like that.
Yeah, we're over in Calabasas area, Thousand Oaks.
Okay, where our corporate headquarters is at Skyline.
Yep. So we're expanding over there, trying to get out into the Ventura market a little bit.
Yeah, that's where we're heading next too. We're just going to hang on your coattails, okay?
I think we'll hang on yours.
Well, ultimately, we're a great town here in Santa Clarita. It's an amazing place to live, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. But we are a small town. And, when you have a mission of helping people and, you can only help so many people in Santa Clarita. So you continue to expand so you can help more people and reach more people. And I know that's what Don and I are doing with the National Real Estate Cafe.
And that's why we have you here, David, because we want to bring up a topic because contrary to most belief, because, kind of like lending had their, shark attack for a while there because of the crash of the market. And, of course, there's a lot of jokes made about attorneys. That they're just out to make a buck. But what's ironic is we've had Jim on many times, and glad that we have you on, because your guys' goal is a little different. You always think that they just want to take you to court and run up your bill. Right. But you actually are here to tell us about other options that are less expensive, less emotional, and more efficient than going to court when having to deal with a divorce situation, correct?
Correct. Mediation is a great way to go. You see out there in the public that, of course, the celebrity divorces and things like that, and of course, baseball contracts, the football unions, they usually always are going to mediation. And with it, we saw that there's really a need to offer this service. So we tried to we get educated, we get trained to provide, mediation that is going to work for both parties. So we opened Divorce Mediation Professionals, it's an offshoot of the Reape-Rickett Law Firm, to market that so that people know. When they go online and they see a divorce attorney. They just say, okay, I guess I have to retain this attorney. Well, that's not the case. You can go to a law firm such as ours. I don't know about many others, but we do offer mediation as a way to go. Mediation is typically where the parties will come together. They have this dispute, the divorce or whatever it may be, and they hire the attorney to mediate the case. So in contrast to your typical divorce situation, you'll have one party hire an attorney and the other party hires an attorney. And sometimes the parties will work and work out some issues. Sometimes the attorneys work together, work out the issues. And if none of that happens, you go to court. In mediation, there is no court. The mediator wears the hat of trying to resolve the issues, resolve the disputes. The mediator doesn't represent one party or the other. They represent trying to solve the issue. And so they will elicit from the parties options, solutions.
And actually facts, because some of these things are just numbers. They're based on this, based on that, based on that. Sure. It doesn't have to be emotional.
Sure. So you'll sit down and go through all of the issues. Sometimes they'll be financial with the spousal support or child support. Other times they'll be with visitations and who's going to have custody, who's going to have visitation. And I've been a stay-at-home parent. I've been the one to take them to the school, the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, whatever the case may be. And so you work to resolve those issues. And it's by far the best one of the best options, because you're just going to save time, you're going to save money. For example, just at the get-go, if, again, reflecting back to the traditional divorce, you're going to hire an attorney, the other party's going to hire an attorney. Well, that can be, $5,000 on up for each. Well, a typical kind of mediation is going to be, $5,000, let's say, for both of you. So right off the get-go, you're saving money. And of course, those depend on the size of the case.
Sure,
and,
sure.
But you're already saving because you're not paying for 2 attorneys. You're going to typically in a mediation, as I found, that most cases are going to get wrapped up in 3 or 4 meetings.
Yeah, because you've already spent more time with us than the court will with you.
yeah. The first meeting is kind of gathering all of the facts and doing the paperwork. You have to, that we talked about earlier, we have to exchange the paperwork. So we do that. The second meeting is typically your substance of, okay, let's get down to the problems and try to solve it. And then as attorneys, we bring in different solutions we see at court. We run different programs for financials. And then the third meeting is usually writing it all up and having the parties read it and take it out and process it for a couple days and then bring it back signed.
It sounds so much better.
I know.
It just
so,
sounds
so much less emotional.
Yeah, it just sounds, and ultimately, what you bring to the mediation is years and years of court experience.
That's
You
what I was
can't
gonna
be
say,
a great
yep.
mediator without having years of court experience and knowing how the court handles the same situations that happen over and over again.
Exactly. And that's, in addition to the experience you get, most mediators will be trained in mediation. And a lot of people are afraid, especially in divorce cases, well, I don't want to sit at the same table as my spouse. Okay, fine. We can we have another room. The mediator can go back and forth if that's whatever's more comfortable. It's just it's a great way to go for a unfortunate circumstance. And again, you're done with the case in, the parties control everything. The time, that maybe they don't want to speed along in 3 meetings in 3 weeks. Okay, they schedule the time.
Right.
3 months, well, that's, if it takes 3 months, it's by far a lot faster than you will
The
go
court
into court
system
in a
is 6
litigated
months
matter.
if you're
So
lucky.
Right.
Yeah, so if you go ahead and let's say we do a mediation and we agree on the terms, do you still have to wait 6 months to be officially divorced?
You do. So you can have, theoretically, you can have all the paperwork signed and sealed, and you could submit it to the court. The court's not going to divorce you until that 6-month time period has elapsed, but your paperwork is done. And that's, very rare that you're going to get divorced before the 6 months elapse. But mediation is a way to go to get that.
So that it actually happens in 6 months rather than
Right.
finding pitfalls at 6 months, having to take a year.
All right, so if
Right,
you
right.
want to get help with getting it done and eliminate costs, eliminate emotions, and get a real professional behind you, because there's no better firm than the Reape-Rickett law firm, and we have David Rickett here. How can they get a hold of you? You have so much great information, too, because I know you're always posting articles, information, and all that.
Yeah, we have a website, it's divorcedigest.com. Our phone number is 661-288-1000. So it's 661-288-1000. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook, and just type in Reape-Rickett and you'll find us stuff, because we're always, trying to share this information and get it out. So
You're always out reaching out to help more people, and we thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule, mediating and helping couples get through a very difficult situation. Thank you for being on our show, David.
it's been a pleasure. I thank you guys for having me. I'd love to do it again.
Oh, we can't wait.
Absolutely.
That's a done deal. Again, David Rickett with Reape-Rickett Law Firm, the #1 law firm around. Check them out at divorcedigest.com. Thanks again, David.
Thank you guys.
And thank you for joining us every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on AM 1220 KHTS. Don't miss the Don and Gino show. Check us out more at donandgino.com. Have a great Saturday and be good humans.